Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, my name is Brendan and here we teach that what you are thinking feelingly and imagining throughout your day is creating your physical experience. Now today I want to talk to you about a vision that came to me through the medium of a dream years ago. So I was on my spiritual journey getting very into meditation, but this was before I actually understood or probably even listened to Neville Goddard and getting into manifestation material. But that doesn't take away from the value it has for me, and I'm sure for some of you as well. So, this particular dream does apply to manifestation, and I'm realizing that now, which is why I want to share it with you. For some reason, it popped into my mind that I had this, and before I didn't realize it was a vision. So, that's why I want to share it with you now. So I don't know the particular scenario, but in this dream, I and maybe some friends of mine, maybe even family, people I cared about were around me. And so we were being either attacked or robbed by one individual with a gun. I believe it was a pistol. And they were aiming it at me, and yet I had no sense of fear about it whatsoever. I had no doubt, no fear, no worry. It was like I knew my power. I knew my oneness with the infinite, and so I could not die. So, having no fear, wanting to protect those around me, I went straight forward at the person. And in this lack of fear, it seemed like they weren't going to do anything, but they did end up shooting me. And though they did that, and I realized it happened in the dream, I felt nothing. And nothing stopped me from charging forward at them, saying, "You can never stop what I am. You can never stop what I am." And so the reason I feel that this is related to manifestation is because in a modern way, you could say that bullets are the stones of the world. Back in the day, they used to stone people to death. And in the Bible, as Neville Goddard described it, the symbolism of the stones is the facts of the world. This is another reason why you don't want to talk to people about your manifestation, because they're just going to reflect to you your former state of consciousness. A lot of people don't have a belief in themselves, a strong enough belief in manifestation, if any, to push you forward and help you feel how you want to feel. So when you share that with people, they may give you the facts of the world. Oh, that's not possible. No one's ever done that. This and that. They'll tell you all the facts, right? Science says this, or that's not how it works. No, there's no proof. All of these facts of the world are the stones. And by opening yourself up to all these facts of the world, then you can get, if your faith isn't very strong, you can drown in doubt, right? Disbelief, which is really Satan. Satan is doubt. It's the opposite of faith. So what this feels like is when you know your personal power, when you know you're one with the infinite, with Source, with the universe, with God, with Christ consciousness, and you know that all things are possible to you, nothing can stop what you are. People could throw facts of the world at you all day long, and it's not going to shake or harm or change your inner state of being. As I'm saying this, the sun is starting to shine through the window. It was just raining like crazy. But it's knowing that when you have that oneness, there's no doubt, there's no fear, there's no worry, there's no hesitation. You know your strength. You can walk straight up to what would be seeming to deny every possibility of your desire and still assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled, feeling how you want to feel, being who you want to be. And nothing can stop that. So I want this to inspire you to connect with that aspect of yourself which has no doubt, which has no fear, no worry, the one that's unstoppable. Because if you really, really know your oneness with God, the universe, whatever you prefer to call this thing, it's you, right? Imagination. then you have no reason to give up on your desires. You have no reason to have fear about it, worry about it, think that it's not coming. So many people fall into the trap of manifesting the bare minimum. You start to disbelieve. You think that you're going to get what you want, or you're more likely to get what you want by making yourself small and by making what you're asking for small. No. No, in fact, if you're compromising, I made a whole video on compromising. If you're compromising on your desire, you're less likely to get it. And the reason for that is because if you're compromising, you don't believe you can get what you actually want. But as Neville Goddard said, the subconscious, God, speaks to you through the medium of desire. I was listening to Abraham Hicks the other day. They mentioned something that was right in alignment with that. If this environment has the wherewithal to inspire a desire within you, it has the wherewithal to fulfill it. So you don't have desire just so you can compromise on it and suffer and be hit with the facts of the world and fall and die. It's so that you can die to that former state of consciousness and rise again. Invincible, unstoppable, knowing your oneness. If you know Neville Goddard's lecture, The Art of Dying, you know that death is the most wonderful thing in the world. But every human begins to fear it because they take so long to die. But Paul said, I die daily. That means die to your former limitations, your former beliefs which stop you from being everything that you want to be right here, right now. Literally die to it so that you cannot re-enter that state. Be born again. Because if you don't, then you're always going to be going back and forth. You have to remain in that state, and you don't force it. It doesn't have to be some extreme, happy, positive, joyful. Just relax into it. Relax into the state and remain there long enough that it becomes your dominant feeling. It's not supposed to be hard work to get what you want through manifestation. This is supposed to be the greatest gift of all time, given by grace from God, which is one with you. If God is one with you, He's experiencing everything you're experiencing. Why would suffering be something He wants to experience? It's not, so He gave us this law. So you're allowed to take it easy. And in fact, the easier and more effortless you allow it to be, the better things will work. Because you can't force manifestation to work. You can only allow it. So are you trying to force it with some sort of physical action? Are you trying to seek out a new technique, a new way, something that you don't know yet, so that you can finally have what you want? Or are you going to realize that you already have it now? You can stop seeking, you can stop trying. Just sit there and hammer it in for a minute. What is it that you want? You have it. You have it, you have it. Right now you have it. Now what? Now that you have it, how do you want to feel? Now what? And that's such a powerful, powerful series of questions to ask yourself. When you ask yourself these questions, you have to contemplate them. It opens you up and you have the power to believe in something greater than your present idea of self, your present self-concept. So die to your former self-concept, the one who is unconfident, disbelieving, the one who is struggling financially, the one who is struggling in relationship, the one who doesn't have the ideal job. Who are you now that you already have what you desire? If you already had it, if you already did the impossible, how much would the facts of the world, so-called facts really, because all facts are malleable, if you already had what you wanted and you already did the impossible, how much would these so-called facts of the world bother you or affect you? Not at all. That's why Neville Goddard said, are you holding to the faith? If you let every little doubt, fear, or rumor move you around like a pawn on a chessboard, that means knock you out of your ideal state, then you are not holding to the faith. No matter what happens, no matter what it looks like, no matter what kind of thoughts are popping up in the mind, it is a choice whether you will agree with it, believe in it, identify with it, or whether you will hold to the knowing that there's no work to be done in this outer world. Go within and identify with the inner being who already is and has everything you could possibly desire. And in that way, nothing can stop what you are. Would God let the facts of the world that He created stop Him or her, whatever you like? No. Would God doubt Himself? No. To do so would be an illusion. You can entertain the idea, but it's a choice. So make the right choice. Have faith in yourself. And know that you already have it, whatever it is. So if you like content like this, check out the pinned comment. You'll see information there about some things I have to offer. As always, thank you so much for watching. I love you all very much, and I will see you next time. Take care.